and welcome to another edition of Technoholic, where we openly profess that we're completely addicted to technology. And by the looks of it, this is not a normal episode. We're all dressed in our Diwali fineries because Diwali is just around the corner, just 1 week away. And if you haven't bought anything for yourself or for your loved ones, then you've tuned into the right show. We're going to give you a complete Diwali buying guide. I'm not going to do this myself. With me, I have the entire team. First up, Abhimanyu Radhakrishnan. He's the coolest technoholic on the show, no doubt about that. Second, Varun. He's our Android fanboy, but I think he is recommending some Apple products on the show today. And thirdly, Sagar Gokhale. He thinks movies will be made out of games. Complete PS3 fan. So how this is going to go, we all have our cool picks. We all know what to recommend. We get to make our pitch for exactly about 10 or 20 seconds and then we vote. We vote yes or no, and Abhimanyu is going with can't say, which gets about half a point.
What? One question. What the hell is that? What are you wearing? I know this is a Diwali special and stuff, but seriously,
Diwali buying guide.
This is a Diwali buying guide, and I think we should do it with some class.
Then what explains that?
Why is perfectly classy? I mean, come on. As if
It's
just walked off a beat wedding.
And what are those specs? I mean, they're completely out of class.
The thing is that I had to actually dumb down my look a bit and go slightly.
Oh, really?
It was very cool for you guys. I had to fit our
Okay, hands up for anyone else who thinks
Nothing
Abhimanyu is
is-
a complete Poindexter.
Nothing is cooler than just embroidery. And just to compensate for it, sneakers!
Yay!
We're going to discuss TVs, PMPs, laptops and other accessories that you get to buy. First up, we're going to start with TVs, and the first pitch goes to Abhimanyu.
Okay, so my pick for a TV is actually not a TV because, you know, since 2005 we've been hearing about LCD versus plasma, HD, Super HD, more HD, 3D. It's all basically nonsense. I mean, my TV viewing experience gets affected more by whether I'm wearing my specs or not and not about how good the screen is. So the only viewing or image output device on a large scale that I would like to recommend is a projector, and it's a tiny projector. It's the BenQ GP1. Really small, really light, and the best part is it takes stuff straight off a pen drive. Just plug a pen drive into the back of that tiny projector and it's as good, if not better, than a TV, and it costs only 36k. So
I'm the one who actually reviewed that projector, so at the end of the day, I should be entitled to a larger opinion than yours.
Yeah.
But the thing with that projector is that the resolution is still quite poor. It may give a large image, it may connect to literally anything, connects to the PS3, connects to anything else, but still the image quality is really not up to the mark, which is the reason why my pick is a 50-inch Panasonic 3D Plasma. It's 1.8 lakhs, it's awesome.
My opinion on this is completely different, since I'm not a techie like you and I cannot say those things which you just did. But according to me, a TV is a style statement. As soon as you walk into a house, you need to look at that TV and say, how much does that thing cost, man? And that's why I would like to recommend the Bose Video Wave. Which is basically a TV by Bose.
Which costs exactly how much again?
No, wait a second. The best part is yet to come. Wait a second.
No.
It's a 5 lakh
It's
TV.
a 5 lakh
It's a
TV.
5 lakh TV.
That gets no right away.
No, wait a second. But it's got, obviously it weighs 48 kgs.
Oh.
But best part is it carries the Bose badge, you know, guaranteed good sound. And this is the first time
But sound is not the
That is
only
not
thing.
what you're getting a TV
at the end of the day, who the hell buys a TV for sound?
Well,
buy a home theater system with that.
No, exactly. I don't want to put in that kind of effort to buy a nice TV, then go and hook myself with a nice Denon amp, then buy a nice.
The kind of price you're talking about.
Alright, take it up. First opinions is Abhimanyu's Joybeat
What is yours?
GP1 projector.
What's yours?
I recommend the View 40-inch LED TV. I used it for an entire month. The only reason I bought a PlayStation 3 is because of that TV. I loved it. Has got great picture resolution, not great sound, and it looks fantastic in a living
The
room.
problem with View in my mind is that first of all, there's hardly any resellers selling it, and second of all, if you want service, you literally stuck with a very small service network. So that's the reason why I wouldn't buy it. And at the same price, you can get a better looking TV from a Samsung or an LG.
But it's 70 grand. Would you expect to get the Bose TV for 5 lakhs?
And for LED TV, I think
It's not even comparable to the Bose TV.
For LED TVs, it's very well
It's a
priced.
very good price
And
range.
plus, what I think about View is, the best part about View is, the fact that it competes with Videocon, it competes with Onida, and they have the best product compared to them. It does not compete with the Samsung, it does not compete with the LG,
Actually,
but they are delivering a very good product.
They claim
at
to be
that
a
price.
luxury brand, so that might...
In price, it does compete with the Samsungs of the world. In fact, it competes with the Sonys of the world.
No.
Sony has a 40-inch TV, and it's a full HD TV.
But is it LED?
It's an LED 40-inch full HD TV, and it's only 82,000 rupees.
Alright,
When I bought
now
my
it's voting
TV,
time.
When I bought my TV from View, defending your point,
Yeah.
I bought it for 20 grand, a 32-inch View TV, which was beating any TV in the market except a Videocon.
And I get an extra mark for being the only company which has a domain name in Vanuatu. Their website is www.technologies.vu. That tiny island in the Pacific. So let's take a vote on TV.
Let's take a vote. First up, Abhi's BenQ Joyby GP1. Yes or no's?
No as a TV.
No as a TV too, actually. Because you're looking for TVs and not projectors. So kind of bad category. Alright, second, Sagar's Bose Wave 5 lakh
No.
TV. I vote no too.
baby.
I have no opinion.
I have struggled
point.
so much
Okay.
with putting home theaters together that the sheer joy of not having to put any wires into 5.1 speakers is kind of worth half a point.
Go buy a Philips soundbar. As simple as that.
Still wires, very annoying wires.
No, hardly. One wire. HDMI goes straight in, out, done.
No, the woofer also connects to the speaker. It's two wires,
Woofer's
that's an
not-
annoying wire.
Woofer's optional.
Yeah, third up Varun, and yours was the Panasonic 3D Plus.
3D 50-inch plasma, the
I like
brightest
that.
TV on the market.
I like the ad.
Okay, I'm going to give it yes, even though I think mine's still a little
Two
better. I'm going to give it yes.
That's good
That's
enough.
two. Abhi?
He's won anyway, so just to annoy him, I'm going to do no.
Alright, and finally, the View LED 40-incher.
I think I'm going to give it a yes.
No.
Okay, so Varun's 3D Plasma technically is the winner in this category. And that's about all the time in this segment. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. The name of the show is Technoholic, and we're still discussing a Diwali buying guide. And now for the final category for this episode, cameras, and Sagar gets to make the first pitch this time.
Well, normally I would recommend a SLR, but this time I saw this camera by Nikon Coolpix S1100 PJ. Now the PJ stands for
Pajama.
projector. It's a small camera which comes with a built-in projector. Shot throw. It can do a small wall. Any white surface you can actually project an image onto. Very cool to share your photographs with. I think the quality is not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but gimmick
It looks
value,
so cool, gimmick value.
for Diwali, awesome buy.
See, that's
Everybody is going to be going.
just a gimmick.
Alright, vote.
Well, I would give it half for the gimmick value, but cut half because it's not that great a camera.
I say yes, because I actually like the gimmick
I
value.
say no. Gimmick value aside, the point here is that we really need a camera that can work anywhere and everywhere, and the low light performance of that camera is actually quite crappy. So my pick is actually the Panasonic TZ10. The brilliant thing about this camera is the optical image stabilization and the low light performance. It's a 10x zoom camera, but I've used this camera on the highway in a car, and it can click number plates of cars running 100 meters ahead of me, crystal clear,
That's the
sharp.
idea of photography, clicking number plates.
You can do whatever you want. I mean, at the end of the day, it's such a stable camera. You can use it in low light, you can use it anywhere you want, and it's a 10x zoom camera, still pocketable. It's so tiny, so nice. It's red in color.
I'd say yes.
For red in color.
It's red in color. I've actually seen him using that camera. It's a pretty good camera. Yes.
A sure shot no from me. A Panasonic. Are you serious?
Panasonic makes
Kidding
one of
me?
the best image sensors in the world.
Sensors, yes. But
Cameras as well.
Abhi?
And I'm sitting on the fence again because
Again?
while I, enjoy the features over there, I'll explain when I give my camera pick why I want a camera to do something a little more than just that. What's yours?
My camera pick is the Canon EOS 500D, specifically
550D.
550D.
Yes.
Specifically because that is the only camera I remember throughout the year that we've reviewed. I actually remember just that camera.
For that explanation, you got it.
If I was listening to
Okay,
myself, I would give a notice. Actually.
Yeah, you'd give a no, but see, I'd give a yes because it's actually the best SLR that you can afford in the market at this point in time. It's a 50 grand SLR, awesome video quality, awesome image quality, and it's so flexible and easy to use.
So my pick for the camera category is, in fact, surprise, surprise, not really a camera. It's the iPhone 4.